It's Hollywood. They wanted some light-skinned woman to play Abishola. And I was like, nope. I fought them. I was like, she has to be a dark-skinned Nigerian woman or this show ain't going to work. So I fought.
They wanted why do they want a light-skinned?
Because it's Hollywood.
That's weird.
We talked about it earlier.
Yeah, it's true.
It's Hollywood.
Yeah.
They try to force a light-skinned Nigerian, and not to say that light-skinned Nigerians don't exist, but they wanted to force.
Yeah, well, Iman's African, isn't she? Said, so could we get someone?
She's brown as hell. What are you talking about?
Wow.
But and also, it's ignorance. It's ignorance.
What did they say? What did they say when I auditioned? Remember?
So he came in with his freaking muscles.
I can't.
And it's for a guy that works in the warehouse, and Chuck was like, this guy looks like a model. He doesn't look like a guy that works in a warehouse.
I went in for her because I wanted to go in.
I was trying to get you in. Listen, I was like, I'm going to do what the white guys do. I've created a show. I'm going to get as many of my friends and family into this show as possible. I've got my black friends in the writer's room who've been trying to get into writer's rooms, which is notoriously impossible as a black writer in Hollywood. And I didn't force them. What I did, I was smart with it. I didn't force them.
Okay.
I'd go, I'm doing a comedy show. Do you want to come and see me do a set? So I'd invite Chuck and the guys to come and see me do a set. Then I'd call all my friends and go, come and open for me on this show. And so I did a show.
Smart.
I was headlining at Flappers in Burbank.
Flappers,
I was headlining Flappers in Burbank. And I knew that 2 of the other exec producers were coming to see the show. So I called all my comedian friends. I said, come and open for me. So they all went up and did their thing. And then afterwards they went, oh, we like that woman, Gloria. And I was like, well, Gloria writes.
Right. I love that.
That's so great.
You knew you had
smart.
to, you knew that the
to
recommendation wouldn't come. So you said, you know what? Why don't I just present them in front of you?
That's
And
so
then
smart.
that's how Gloria got in. And she wrote on my show for the whole show.
That's so great.
And now she's got her own sitcom that she's working on.
Wow.
Does Gloria need like a big 6'6" bodyguard or somebody?
Another one?
Yeah, she's working on a sitcom. Yeah.
Not The Neighborhood, but
No, she's got
he's getting another one.
No, he's not getting it. He's exec producing with her.
That's great.
On her own sitcom.
Wow.
So, you know, these are, I was able to open doors for people so that they can get in.
You're a rare case because a lot of these black comics don't do
what I wish people had done for me.
that's you paid it forward.
when you were given that
You
opportunity.
paid it forward.
Yeah. I'm like, this is what I wish someone had done for me when I was coming
So
out.
about Bob Hart Abishola, because I was blown away when I saw this pop up. Like I didn't know it when it was in the trades and whatever. It just popped up. I'm like, they got Nigerian, like a Nigerian story on main, like
on CBS.
On CBS, I was so blown away with it.
CBS.
I was so stuck. I was like, I have to watch this.
Yeah.
And the authenticity, and for me, you know, working, you know, with NBC for a long time, you know how standard and practice works, and you know these people that give their notes, the executive that gives their notes. Give me the real. What type of notes were you getting about the authentic Nigerian experience in this world that you had created between a white man meeting a Nigerian woman, marrying, and having that, like, what type of notes were you getting when you tried to infuse the Nigerian culture?
Well, here's the thing. When Chuck brought me in, originally I turned it down. I didn't want to do it. I didn't trust them. And I turned it down. And my brother, my best friend, called me up and screamed at me for hours. And so I ended up doing it. But when I sat in the room with them and started working on the pilot with them, I said to them, I'm willing to do this. But I said to Chuck, but you have to listen to me. If I say black people or Nigerians do not do this, then they don't do this. It doesn't go in the show. You have to listen to me. You brought me in as a Nigerian descendant of immigrants. You have to listen to me about the cultural aspects of the show. And he was like, okay. So we got into a few fights along the way, but they always did. You know, so that's why the family dynamic, I mean, if you look at Abishola and Story, it's basically my family.
Yeah.
Her coming to America, the father leaves and goes back to Nigeria. She is in America raising her son by herself, except the marrying the white guy part. My mom didn't do that.
Right.
But the story is basically my entire life story I infused into the show. So I said, you have to listen to me. The cultural aspects of it You know, when you see these American shows where the black kid comes in, he puts his feet up on the couch with his shoes on, or he goes in the fridge and just opens the fridge and just takes out the drink, the whole bottle of orange juice
And then puts
for the
his
whole
mouth
family,
on it and puts it back in.
I said, that does not happen in Nigeria.
No way.
Would get bit, what? You're drinking? Go and drink water from the faucet. So I said, these kind of things, these are small things.
Yeah.
But these are massive things.
Yes.
So they listened, and so notes from the network. I was blessed to be working with Chuck Lorre.
That's insane. The biggest
Chuck Lorre,
TV producer,
2.5
of course.
Men, Big Bang Theory.
Ooh-wee.
Like CBS would come and give little notes, and Chuck would go, "Just do what you're doing." They never really gave us. They'd give us tiny little notes, but we never listened to any of it. We just did what we did.
Wow.
And also, I sneaked in a lot of political stuff into the show.
Yeah.
Without them knowing, because they didn't,
They didn't have the international or global.
They didn't get some of the stuff.
That's great.
Like there was an episode where Dele had his hair plaited and Abishola goes off because, I don't want you looking like that. No, because my mother was furious when I locked up. There's that whole thing. So I slipped in stuff about the whole, what do they call them? The wars between African Americans and Africans.
Oh, yes.
What do they call it? They call it
the FBAs versus
the foundational Black Americans.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I slipped in a lot of stuff like that in the show without them knowing. They didn't get it. They don't know.
Right.
But I slipped in some stuff to say, look, guys, we're all one. I mean, people took it wrong. Like there was one episode.
This is the foundation of this episode.
Yeah.
154 is to bring all of us together because there was that murmur, and it was just like this stuff was manufactured in a lab somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
This should not be a real thing.
Yeah.
So I love that.
I try to slip stuff in there to discuss it. And I started some discussions. There was one episode where they misunderstood completely and they came for me hard. There's an episode where my character was like, Abishola's been followed by this white man. The top is the white man. The bottom is the African, that whole thing. But that's how old school Africans think.
Yeah.
And then I had the other character, Gloria, the African American nurse, say, "You're talking nonsense.
Yeah.
If you get stopped by the police, you think they're gonna go, oh, I'm from Benin City. You're still black. It don't make no difference." So I had the other character counteract that. But what happened was people took just my character's part of it and edited out the African-American character. And went, look at what this woman's written about African-Americans. She hates us, these Africans. And I'm like, you got to watch the whole scene and you'll see that the African-American rebuts what she's saying and makes her look stupid. Like, come on. But I was trying to start these discussions.
Yo,
it's finally here.
Yes.
We are dropping our lifestyle merch. 154 is here. It's hot. Come get it.
Bam.
Ain't no place like, ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like, ain't no place like, ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like, ain't no place like, ain't no place like home.